consistently rising. We use cutting-edge search engine methods to get you all over Google, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and so much more. Your best prospective customers will see you, and they will take interest. We can even design your eye-grabbing new website that rocks on a mobile device, on phone. But you know what? We're not even to the best part yet. For a limited time, you can get all that they offer for just $1. That's right, a full 30 days of wildly successful expert promotion for just $1. You would really be a fool not to take this. So grab your marketing success at emarketingconcepts.com. That's emarketingconcepts.com.
You're listening to the Bill and Joe Show.
And welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show, brought to you by TomSlayton.com. If before we were leaving for break, my daughter decided that she wanted to be part of the show and then decided she didn't.
Yeah.
So that's what that was all about. But speaking of family, Danielle had an interesting bullying incident today. She was called the bully.
You know, I've always thought of her as a strong...
Very mean-spirited. She's at work, and she's working with this girl. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to know if you have any similar stories. But when she's with this girl...
This is a coworker that called her a bully?
Yeah. A coworker of
I can't
hers.
imagine someone I work with calling me a bully.
Well, what happened was, this girl is she's notorious for talking to everybody. Like she's one of those people that just can't stop talking.
Oh yeah,
and so everybody tries to avoid her in the break room. Tries kind of walking around her like, oh hey, what's up?
Because you don't want to get sucked into that
Right.
that conversation you can't get away from.
And like those people, like that's fine. I can tolerate that, but this particular person, and I've ran into a couple of them, they only like talking about one thing.
Well, what is it?
And it's her
Kids.
boyfriend's kids.
Uh-huh.
So she constantly talks about the baby mama. Like that's all she wants to do is talk crap
she
about
just
the
wants
baby
to
mama.
talk trash about this other person.
Talk trash about the baby mama,
Oh.
and then talk about how adorable the kids, and like talk about the kids as if they were hers. Mm-hmm. So naturally, with me and Danielle going through what we're going through, it's a little bit of a sensitive subject for her. Mm-hmm. But she listens to it all the way to lunch. She comes in to let her know.
Now, is she like a part of the conversation, or is it one of those where you just sit there going, uh-huh?
No. Danielle actually spy videotaped a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And literally, at the very beginning of this 30-second clip, she was like, oh, really? Like, you could hear it in her voice. Like, if I'm ever talking to somebody and they go, oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, all right. And
sorry, I'm boring you.
Right. I'm just going to drop it. I'm just going to be like, so what are you up to this weekend? But this girl just blew through the stop sign. She kept going for a solid 30 seconds. Anyway, so yeah, she nobody ever gets a word in.
Yeah.
So she comes back. She's like, hey, I'm going to go on break. And she was like, well, I was hoping I could. And then Danielle was like, I'll tell you what, I'll just take your break and I'll just smoke a whole pack of cigarettes because I'm stressed. And her friend was like, you take the whole break. I'll take the whole break. My life is way more stressful than yours. And Danielle was like, yeah, but at least I don't talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like just a little jab.
A little, I've had enough, and I can't help but say it. You got it. Like, you're expressing
She would have held it in had she not said that her life was more stressful than hers.
Yeah.
To make that assumption after I've been listening to your crap all day, it's kind of a bold statement. So as a joke, she said, yeah, but at least I don't talk about mine all day. Well, this girl went off crying into the office, told the boss man that, she just verbally abused her.
Wow.
And she got to go home. They sent her home.
Oh, they sent her home?
They sent her home. Emotional trauma.
So no break for Danny.
And well, she had to take a break legally.
Yeah.
But they weren't happy about it. Before she went on break, they brought her in the office and wrote her up for bullying.
Wow.
And it's like, like you said, like in the work office place, like anybody call you a bully, that's just funny. That's just funny.
I can't even imagine. I'm so glad I don't work. I guess if you work in a place that employs that many people. See, my place is small. There's like 5 of us. So it's not
So reprimands are very
We-
swift.
There's no. I don't think we even have them. I don't know if we do. I've never seen one.
Well, yeah. I guess if you're working for a corporation, like everything's got to be documented. But like with this, the reason Danielle was so upset about it was, it's like that's going to be on her record, bullying for the rest of her career at this particular business.
Every time she goes up for a review or a raise,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, what's this? A red flag in your portfolio? It's bullying.
Right.
Well,
Right. So, I mean, yeah, and if she were to move up any further, it would be into management.
And there's
you don't
nothing-
want to have a manager be a bully.
there's nothing she can do about it either. You know, it's one of those
Right.
things where like, it's there
Right.
because someone made a complaint, and
And it was a joke.
I assume she gets her side of the story.
Well, no, she got written up. And she didn't really get to, it's not going in front of review.
Well, I mean, at least you could say, if you would think the boss would be like, hey, this person came to me.
Right.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Right.
And then she could tell her side, and then they get both sides, and then they can decide.
And then they decided. Well,
Yeah.
they decided bullying was the way to go,
Yeah.
which is just incredible. It made me kind of put myself in Danielle's shoes as far as, having to listen to somebody talk about their relationship problems
Yeah.
when you're smack dab in the middle of your own
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Oh, it's kind of like being married. How was your day? Well, let me tell you about my day.
Right.
And you're kind of like,
Right.
this person at work said this.
Right.
And you're like, uh-huh. Oh,
Right.
really? Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah.
You do kind of have to have those conversations,
Sure. Well, it got me thinking about it got me thinking about like, this girl's dating this guy with a baby mama, and Danielle's biggest thing is, she's kind of hung up is like, you're bitching about something that I'm going to have to go through someday.
Mm-hmm.
So then I start thinking about dating, and then I start thinking about like apps and dating websites, and I've used Tinder before. Ghosting. Have you heard of this?
Ghosting.
Ghosting.
No.
If you were to ghost a girl, what do you think that would mean?
I don't know. Is it kind of like the poltergeist sex move?
No. 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 Ghosting is where, like, if a girl won't leave you alone, you just ignore her text. If she calls, you don't call her back. If you walk by her, she doesn't exist. She can talk to you. She's
She's the Sixth Sense.
yeah, she's not. You're Bruce Willis in her life.
Yeah.
You're just. She's not a part of it.
Okay.
And that's like a new like bullying phase, I guess, in the dating world now. And I mean, you're lucky enough not to be getting back into this shit. But I mean, God, can you help me out with anything else? I mean, anything else? I mean, we just both found out about Netflix and chill. We're so far behind.
Yeah. And your kids are too young to help you out because you're not catching them and doing things
Right.
that would
Yeah.
then inform you of
What's hip?
What's hip? What's going on with these kids? So
Right.
unfortunately, they've got too many years. You can't wait that long.
No.
You got to learn this stuff now. You got to hit the ground running.
Right.
So I think it's time we hit some websites.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my divorce party, by the way. Still waiting on that.
Yeah,
But I guess we should wait until it's official.
yeah. I'm still waiting on your divorce. So.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, so you got a bowling game today. It's going to be during the game. Are they going to have the game on at the bowling alley?
Yeah. They got a TV in between each
Okay.
lane,
Okay.
so the game will be on.
So people are going to be expecting some slow-moving games, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and strike every time I bowl,
Right.
so that I don't
You
have
get
to
back.
be up there very long.
Well, you don't want to do the whole like stand and watch like an entire bat while
yeah,
the other team doesn't care about it and they're just bowling on.
right.
Like, how does that work? Because I don't remember when I was in a bowling league. Do
Which
you remember
part?
when I was? When I like my finger still is not healed correctly.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
on a
that's- Mm.
league together.
Yeah, I had a custom ball built
Built.
or drilled,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it was built from my tears, hardened into. But
Yeah.
So how does that work? Is it a timed game? I mean, like if one
No.
team's faster, do they have to wait for you?
Yeah. Well, you go back and forth, so you got the two lanes that you're using together, and
Okay.
then your team bowls on the left lane, one frame, and then the next frame you bowl on the next one. So you have to wait till
Okay.
they're done bowling
Okay.
that frame.
Okay, so you got to wait for the frame to end, but you don't have to wait for the individual bowler to end. It's not. I know you have that respect where you don't want to
Yeah.
run with somebody. Start
Yeah.
your bowling.
Let them
wind
go
up.
first, sure.
Yeah, let them go first.
No, but I mean, their 5 guys have to go before your turn will start on that lane.
Oh, okay.
So
I
you
do
are
think I
waiting
remember
for
that.
them.
Has there ever been a time when somebody's like, "Come on!" Like you guys are just sitting around getting drunk, having a good time?
Well,
and not
there's
really...
there'll be because my crew likes to sit, laugh,
right,
drink.
and then you run into the pro team.
Then there's the guys that smoke, and you can't smoke in the bowling alley, so maybe someone's outside smoking,
Oh god!
or there's smoking one in the bathroom, or shit like that goes on, and you're sitting there looking around like, okay, buddy, where are you? Come on, let's
Right.
get. And then every once in a while, you'll have some team be like, guys, can we keep it going?
Oh, boy.
It's like, wait.
Any smart ass remarks from your team? Because I
Well-
know just about everybody on your team. There's got to be.
Then at that point, I'm just, I'm kind of like hey, I'm more mad than you are that this has taken forever for my team to go.
Okay.
But it's kind of like you're picking on my little sister mentality where, yeah, I can beat the shit out of her, but
Right.
once you try it, I'm going
Right.
to beat the shit out of you. So
Okay.
someone will come up and then I'm all hostile against them like, hey, relax, buddy.
Yeah.
He'll bowl when he's ready.
But inside, you're like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Where is he?
Well, that sounds awesome, man. A couple of beers with some friends, bowling while watching the Cubs play.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great
Well,
time.
tonight
so.
is not my normal team. This is my league that I'm helping out in.
Oh, okay. Still a couple of buddies with some
they're
beers, yeah.
they're all good guys
Okay.
that I knew from the concrete world.
Are they Miller Lite drinkers, Bud Light drinkers, Natty Light?
You got a few different ones, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Miller,
Okay.
but sometimes draft.
So you get to go out and have a couple of beers and watch the game
Watch the game,
and compete.
bowl some strikes. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna let you get going.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening to Bill and Joe Show. We are brought to you by TomSlayton.com, SLATIN.com. Next week, it's on you, bud.
All right. I'm gonna bring my A game.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week.